Welcome to the pre-show for the upcoming Store Wars competition. In this video, me and Super Dancho are rating a couple of your stores to show you guys a little sneak peek of how we're going to do the competition. I will also go through a couple of rules to make it easier for the ones who might have any questions. So let's begin. Alright, so we're going to start with this store right here called Money. First looks, it looks like a really nice and big store. What is your thoughts, Dancho? It looks nice and big. Yeah, let's go. Alright, how should we begin? Should we just start doing a little walkthrough, maybe? Alright. Ooh, okay. We got the Christmas decorations going on. Might not be Christmas right now, but it's still pretty nice. Also worth mentioning, as you can see right here, his shelves are colored, so he's using the color palettes Game Pass. Wait, what? They've added chocolate. Super chocolate sugar bites. I didn't know that was a thing. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cozy. It's like a cool thing how you can actually basically pick up the pineapple and just throw it at the cashier standing right there. I really like the way there's like a floor spacing between like the main floor in like the hallway and then like inside the store. I think that's a cool way of making like a more natural transition. I like it. Also quite realistic proportions on the store. It's really nice. Shall we perhaps do some rating, Dancho? In general, like overall, it's a pretty realistic build, so that's definitely a plus. For the efficiency, we agreed to go for a 5. It's a big store, so naturally it won't be too efficient because people will be walking really long distances. And let's say, for example, the vehicles all the way in the corner on this side, those customers will have a long time to walk if they're actually going to buy something from the opposite side of the store. And in general, it's pretty large. So that's always a negative on the efficiency part. On the store rating part, we figured 8 was a fine score. It seems like it's rating around 4.5, 4.4, which is really good, but it's not enough for a perfect score, naturally. You have been quite creative with the way you like building your own stores, making it like look like a mall kind of thing. That's really cool, and it also looks really realistic. See, even though it's a creative way, it's also a very like original type of mall, since you're building kind of a normal mall. So then we'd go for 7 on the creativity part. And for the design, we're just doing an 8. The design is very clean. It's the Christmas theme, at least, if it would be Christmas, it works really well. And it seems like you haven't done too much design, but in general, it's a really nice decorated store. So we ended up with a 7 on average.
As you can see, I've done it like in a circular way. Of course, it isn't finished, so you like cannot see it as a final result. However, I think that if I finish it really well, then it has a potential to really like stand out, right?
Honestly, like going for a circle, if you pull this off, this can actually be a really cool store. But the only like potential negative here is that it might end up a little bit like clumsy looking, and it's not too clean if there's so many like awkward walking areas.
Okay, so we rated your store. Hold on. Okay, for efficiency, yeah, we gave it a 6.
Right,
because I think that a little bit later it's gonna be bigger, but it's nice that so we're gonna have to see later. But okay, it's a good thing that it sells these high value items like furniture and all this stuff. The store rating, we're gonna give it a 7 for now, because once again it's not finished all the way, but like 7.
You had a 4.1 average, yeah.
And creativity, we're giving a 9 because I haven't seen anything like this before.
It's really creative. You basically gave the wow effect through creativity.
For the wow factor, we're going to be giving a 5 because it gives us...
It gives
us a wow. Oh,
yeah.
The design. Yeah, the design.
Yeah, the design is a little bit like... It has a lot of potential and it looks really nice. But I don't know what we think about, for example, the way you change like tiles everywhere. It might end up looking a little bit messy. And some walkways and paths and stuff was a little bit awkward somewhere. So if you're able to make those walk paths and stuff look more like clean, that will definitely boost up the rating. Final score, 6.75. All right.
So for the inside, we have nice little lobby area. Okay, and we have this little store here. Looks nice. There's like a little lobby and stores dedicated for selling things.
Ooh, this floor right here, that was a bit trippy. What? Looks like some space stuff. Yeah, the inside is very clean at least. It's super open, and that's very clean. The brick thing here though, that's... you didn't change brick on the edge pieces. That was a little bit ugly. What's going on here? It looks really nice. Also quite realistic, that's always a bonus. So, our thoughts for efficiency, it's quite a small store, or it's like a medium-sized store. It's just like a pretty nice size, but it's a little bit larger than what would be the most efficient. So we decided to give it 7. For the rating part, we saw that you cut it at 4.8. That's really good rating. If that's what it's going for, then that will be a 9. We gotta be honest, the store looks nice, but it's not too creative. It's a very basic store layout. It looks quite like inspired by perhaps other YouTubers, other people in general. It's a very basic layout. So creativity, we decided to give a 5 because the store isn't like quite special in its own way. It's a well-built layout, but not very special, if that makes sense. On the design, however, we decided to give an 8 because the design is very clean. It seems like you have decided very well like where to put the design and stuff. There's not too much design and it's pretty clean how the design has been done. There's a lot of light and room. It's just really nice. So 8 on design. And in total, that will be 7.25.
Okay, so we have the Habibi store.
I like this. It's a good start here.
Inside is pretty organized. And we're selling efficient stuff. The inside of the layout looks nice and efficient.
Lots of light, and I love the glass ceiling. That's really cool. Ooh, okay. The park on the outside, on the back is really cool.
This is creative.
The decoration's going like on top of there, like up in the air there.
Okay, so for the rating, we have come with our conclusion. For the efficiency, we're gonna give it an 8 because you sell a lot of parking and the inside sells furniture. It's clean and efficient inside, and the customers can quickly get what they want and come right out and purchase their items. So that's a plus. The rating is a 10 because you have 5 stars, which is very good. Creativity, we're gonna give a 6. Because it is pretty creative. I do like the sides and the back, how there's nature and trees. I especially like the back, it's very interesting, and the roof. Also design, which we're going to be giving a 6. Design is pretty good, but I think something that draws back from it.
But hanging plants also makes it a little bit awkward, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe the plants on the outside get a tiny bit too repetitive at some points. So that gives an average of 7.5 out of 10, which is currently, out of everybody we've reviewed so far, currently the highest one. Congratulations, Habibi store!
By the way, worth mentioning though, what you're selling shouldn't matter too much. You could build a food store, that's totally fine, but you need a food store to be small and efficient if you want efficiency to be the best. But as we've also said, it's like a balance there, because you need to balance between having an efficient store, but also being able to show off your really creative side and your designing. And right now, the registration is soon completely full, so if you want a chance to win 10,000 Robux and get some tips for your store, make sure to join the Discord server and verify. Link in the description.